You're following.
I know. I always record Eden when you and I are right in the middle of a sentence. When I upload these to YouTube, it's like you and I are right here talking. It's so funny. Okay, let's get started. It's 2:05. People can hop on if they're gonna hop on. It's so good to see everybody. Me and Peyton. Peyton, unmute yourself and say hi so you're like the front.
Hi guys. Hello.
Peyton is the best. Like everyone says I'm the knowledgeable one and I have all of these resources at my fingertips. Peyton is like the graphic queen. She has such a great eye for everything and she has the best ideas. So this spring cleaning class was her idea. She's the one that's made all of the graphics and she's the one that like has put this together. So you all need to thank Peyton for this.
You're too nice.
No, I'm not nice enough. I could go on and on about Peyton. She's amazing. No. But if you don't follow Peyton yet, her handle on Instagram is the Essential Club _ and her diffuser blends are so good. You have to go follow her diffuser blends. But
I love my diffuser so much.
Don't we all? It's the best. So Peyton, I want us to just start off. We're going to be talking about spring cleaning, affordable spring cleaning so that it doesn't have to break the bank, knowing which oils to grab and reach for cleaning purposes like bathrooms, surfaces. But I wanted to hear from you for just a little bit about what made you make the switch to non-toxic cleaning versus using your generic bleach and Lysol and what you've learned so far.
Yeah. So the first time I kind of thought about switching to non-toxic products is after I had my little boy, Sawyer. He's like 1.5 years. And just bringing a new baby into my home, I like became so much more aware of what I was using in my home. And at this, I mean, when he was a baby, it wasn't as big of a deal. He wasn't crawling on the floor. He wasn't grabbing things. But now he's 1.5 years and he will take my spray bottle and spray it into his mouth, my cleaning product spray. And yeah, like I don't really want him to spray, On Guard in his mouth. It's kind of spicy, but it's not going to have the same effect that if he was to spray Lysol in his mouth. And so I'm so grateful that I had that thought and have been slowly starting to switch my products so that as he gets older, he can also use them and I don't have to worry about him putting bleach on himself.
Okay, but also I want all of us to raise our hands, but you don't have to. This is a rhetorical question, but I wish that we could. Raise your hand if you've called poison control more than 5 times. Like I have 100. Eden's raising her hand. Like there was a time that Bill, I swear, like don't report me. Okay, he's 7 now. This was like 6 years ago, so I can't go to jail for it anyways. But I think he drank an entire bottle of Febreze. And like I called poison control. I was like, do I need to pump his stomach as a 6-month-old? Oh, no, he wasn't 6 months. He was like crawling, so like 9 or 10 months.
And, oh my gosh.
Like he just like downed it and I was like mid-run to him and he finished it off. He just finished off that bottle. And it was so scary. And that's when I was like really getting into like doTERRA and like learning to switch products. So I hadn't switched them all yet. But anyways, I swear all of us mothers, like we have those few things in our cabinets and it's okay that we have them, but like once you know better, you do better. Wouldn't you agree, Peyton?
Yes, yeah. Like, and not all my products, it's slowly. I'm not like, not everything is perfectly clean and pure, but I'm grateful that I do have those things that I can have more available to use in our home.
Yeah. Well, and also I was so ignorant, and I know all of you can resonate with this. I was so ignorant to really what my products were doing to me and my family and my little boy. Like, for instance, I used to clean all the time with Comet, like the powdery stuff to get like the hard water lines off of my bathtub. We all know, like we've all done that, and maybe you still do, and that's totally okay. And then like it's almost nearly impossible to get every little part of the Comet washed out of your tub after you've scrubbed it. And so I would notice when I would bathe Bill when he was 3 months and 6 months and even 1 year old, that would be like, I would fill his bathtub up and there would be like a residue. And I'd always be like, I wonder what that is. Well, like one day it clicked and I was like, I am bathing him in Comet residue. Like that's what I'm bathing my child in. And I started to research, and even just like spraying bleach and spraying your shower with bleach and using carpet cleaners and all of those things, I read an article that your home becomes like this simmering soup of toxic products. And we never really open all our windows and all of our doors every single day to get new fresh air in. So it's a constant simmering soup of toxicity that we are constantly breathing. Because if you think about it, you clean your bathrooms like once a week, once every other week, a couple times a week, whatever your schedule is, and you're constantly spraying those things, let alone if you're having Glade plugins and Febreze and candles in there doing the same thing. And so if you can know a little better and even just start replacing one or two products, I think that can be so helpful. So Peyton, would you mind just sharing the few products that you started out with to switch so that it's not overwhelming for people?
Yeah. So with cleaning products, the first one that I started using is the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, which is just a little bottle of concentrate that you can use to make room sprays. To make like cleaning sprays.
I'm going to share my screen just so they can have a visual of the things that we're talking about really quick.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So this is the cleaner concentrate.
Yes, the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. And there's so many, I mean, here's 10 different ways to use it. And that's kind of where I started first. And I found different ways to use it. And as I found different ways, I was able to throw out other products like my toilet cleaner and my dish, like fruit veggie wash. So I started with that, and then I switched to like my hand soap. When I was out of the hand soaps that I already had, I just ordered the doTERRA hand soap next time. And then it trickled to laundry detergent. When my laundry detergent was out, I switched to the On Guard laundry detergent. That's kind of where I started.
I love that trickling effect that you were talking about. And I think that's where a lot of us women who have made the swaps, that's what we started out with first. Because to be completely honest, I didn't even switch my deodorant until like 3 years ago. And I had already been using essential oils for like 4 years. So it is like a slow process unless you do want to go all in. But take a screenshot of this 10 ways to use the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. You guys, the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate is $18 for a big, huge bottle. I swear the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate will last you at least 6 months to a year. It lasts forever. You need 2 tablespoons for a big, I use like an amber glass spray bottle off of Amazon. And it's like 24 ounce, 24 to 32 ounces. They're super cheap on Amazon. Have it primed to your house. You use 2 tablespoons for that whole bottle. And then we're going to share some oils that you can add into that cleaner. But the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate is by far like the easiest swap that you can make. And if you screenshotted this 10 ways to use it, then it's a no-brainer. Like a toilet cleaner on number 7, a laundry machine cleaner for number 10, mix 1 tablespoon of concentrate with 2 cups white vinegar and run cycle on hot. That's one less toxic product you have to use in your home, is a laundry machine cleaner. I want to go over, oh shoot, is it not here? Here it is. The On Guard. Like, On Guard is king, queen, whatever gender it wants to be right now. Like, it is the best. So this is a visual of the On Guard versus Clorox, Lysol, and a third party, like an off-brand, maybe Johnson & Johnson or Great Value. The same exact bacteria was grown in each one of these Petri dishes. So you can see how On Guard treated the bacteria versus Clorox, Lysol, and the third party. So I love when people say, oh, well, I just feel like essential oils do not clean as well. And we've all been there. We've all said to ourselves like, oh, I don't feel like On Guard or essential oils are going to clean the way that I need it to clean. I want that like bleach smell or whatever to feel that it's clean. This was done by doTERRA and with like medical professionals there and everything. So feel free to screenshot this, crop it, use it. You can share it on Instagram. You can share it with friends and family, but this is such a good way to have that visual. Eden, can I call on you for a second?
Yeah.
I swear Eden uses On Guard like 2 or 3 bottles a month. Can you just share your favorite ways to use On Guard?
Well, On Guard is the number one oil that I recommend. Like when people are like, oh, I want to get started with oils. Like if I, oh, sorry, I'm like turned down my volume.
Oh, you're
They're
good.
like, where do I get started? I'm like, if you are going to get one oil, get On Guard because there's so many ways to use it. If we're talking about cleaning, it's going to clean up your body first off. So if you're worried about getting sick, On Guard is the number one oil you want to start with. And then you can clean outside your body. So that On Guard cleaner concentrate is my favorite. I know that they just came out with that Abode line and it's great. And if you like it, you like it. But On Guard has my heart. Like that one, I've tried both. They're both great, but On Guard is I like it. If you're gonna choose out of the two and you haven't tried, the On Guard concentrate is my favorite.
Yeah.
But I use it to clean everything. I have one spray bottle in my house that is that cleaner. It says 2 tablespoons, but honestly, I don't measure. You're not going to do it wrong. I do like 2 squirts, fill it with water. And then my rule of thumb is like, I love to add 15 drops of an immunity boosting oil, which I choose On Guard, and then 15 drops. Come here. Come here. And then 15 drops of a citrus oil because they're cleansing and detoxifying.
Mhm.
Wait,
Which-
one second. One second. Okay, one second.
The citrus oils make it smell so yummy. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, so you get to play around with it, and I like how there's not a one right way. And that's what when I'm teaching people about this, I'm like, lemon and On Guard is what I choose to do at the very beginning because I just love it. So try that and then experiment with it. And people will be like, I like lemon and tea tree, or I love to use grapefruit and On Guard, or maybe Purify, or a different immunity boosting oil. So pairing 2 of those oils, citrus and immunity, with the On Guard concentrate can clean everything in your home. You can use it to clean your sinks if you've just chopped up raw chicken, because as you can see, it does disinfect. You can clean your bathrooms. For me, my pee-filled bathrooms, I have 3 boys that I just don't understand how they can't aim into the toilet. I use my On Guard to clean that up. It's disinfecting and it smells amazing and it smells clean. So you still get that, people crave that bleach clean home. I still get that with the On Guard cleaner concentrate.
Mhm. Well, also, as soon as you start making that swap, whenever I go into a home, bless my mother-in-law's heart, if you know me, and my mother-in-law are best friends. And my mom, she's Australian and she's obsessed with Eden. Like, mom loves Eden so much. Anyways, she like totally still cleans with Comet and Fabuloso and whatever. And her and I have a very honest relationship. And I look at her every single time. I'm like, why are you still using this crap? And she's like, oh, well, I'm still alive. Like, I don't care. And I'm like, you literally have the worst health problems in the entire world. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not still alive, but like, you keep doing it, honey. Anyways, when you walk into a home, you smell those chemicals, you'll start to get a headache and your body will start to hate those smells because it hasn't had them for so long. But with what Eden was just saying, that takes us into our next point of, I'm going to share my screen again with you guys. Are these spring cleaning oils? And Peyton, like when you created this graphic, it was like a mic drop in my soul. Like when you sent this to me, I was like, she's a genius. Like Peyton for president. So
Right.
would you maybe just explain a couple of these spring cleaning oils and why we chose to have them as part of our disinfecting essential oils?
Yeah. So kind of piggybacking off of what Eden was talking about, there are so many amazing oils that you can add into your On Guard cleaner to just amplify the cleansing properties. On Guard cleaner concentrate is great, but then adding some oils that you might already have in your home is a great option.
It's going to like up level it. So if you're using On Guard or Wild Orange or Grapefruit, any of these oils are great for cleaning and disinfecting. That's why we made this graphic for you. It like takes it to the next level. It makes it so it's just that much more disinfecting. So keep going.
Yes, yeah. And adding these not just into your cleaning sprays, but maybe into your diffuser to clean the air in your home. There's so many ways that you can use these oils to cleanse internally. My favorite ones on here, I love to do On Guard, lemon, and adding peppermint. I just love the smell of peppermint, and so it makes my cleaner smell so good. But they all have amazing cleansing benefits that I can use everywhere in my home. I've even taken it into my car and like sprayed it on Sawyer's car seat, all that stuff. Like it is amazing. Their Purify is so great to get rid of odors, stinky, smelly little boy shoes. Put a drop of Purify on a cotton ball in their shoes in the morning. They will smell so much better. It just pulls out those odors. They're amazing.
I'm gonna talk about Purify for 1 second. I'm gonna interrupt you.
Yeah.
Purify, I actually have quite a few professional storefronts that use Purify at like nail salons and esthetician studios and spas, because it gets rid of that like acetone and harsh smell. So Purify is so good at, like she said, getting rid of odors. To be completely honest, Purify is kind of like a love-hate relationship because it's really strong and probably 95% of people love the smell of it. It's not my absolute favorite blend to use. So I always opt for like wild orange, grapefruit, and lemon. But if I've had made like bacon or pork or like something like that, it will always get rid of that smell as like a smell reset in my home.
Yeah.
I just have to add with Purify. Sorry, real quick.
Mm.
Purify is a strong smell, and I didn't absolutely love the smell of it at first. It was like, oh yeah, that's fine. But it does get rid of stinky smells. So if you like, I remember Ryan one time, he was in the family room. He was eating like this quinoa salmon bowl that I had made for him. And it had like this vinaigrette over it. So it was like oily and I mean, it was fishy, right? And one of my kids jumped over the back of the couch and hit right onto the bowl, and the whole thing flipped over onto our carpet. I'm right here. Rio doesn't scream until I unmute myself. And then she's like, come help me. But anyways, I was like, crap, that's not going to come up. 1 second, baby. Okay, I'm coming. So I like scrub it up as best I can, and the smell wouldn't come out. So I made a Purify spray bottle, and I sprayed that all over. And it was the only thing that was able to get rid of that gross, fishy smell. And I love what Peyton said, like spraying it in shoes. If you have something that stinks, Purify will get rid of the smell.
So instead of reaching for like a Febreze or a candle or a Glade plug-in or anything like that, you can opt for a non-toxic swap.
Yep.
I want to talk about tea tree, switch over to tea tree, because this is more of like an herbal based essential oil. Tea tree is one of the highest antivirals in the plant medicine world. It's great for skin irritations, but it is so good to eliminate bacteria on surfaces. And the same for all other herbal oils, which you may not even know what other herbal oils are. So tea tree, rosemary, basil, thyme, and oregano. Those are all great herbal oils. And the reason that herbal oils are good for bacteria and surfaces is because they are antimicrobial, meaning that they can stop the growth of bacteria very, very, very quickly. So it's not even that it's like hippie woo-woo, like, oh, they say that it will. No, the herbal oils are clinically proven, and scientific evidence has been done to show us that they stop the growth of bacteria. So do not underestimate tea tree, but also basil smells so amazing. Like putting 1 drop of basil with 5 drops of peppermint and 5 drops of wild orange in your diffuser is like so yummy and so refreshing. Rosemary is actually one of the main ingredients in some of my apothecary products for like hair growth, because it helps get rid of like buildup in your scalp. So other herbal oils can pair so beautifully with these cleaning oils. Let's go to the citrus oils, Peyton, because citrus oils are so versatile. You can use them for so many things, but how can women use them if they're wanting to get rid of toxic products?
Okay, one thing I do love about citrus oils is how affordable citrus oils are. They are like some of the best smelling oils and the most affordable. I think of lemon, if I remember right, it's like $12 maybe. I like somewhere around there. And there's like 250 drops in the bottle. It will last you forever. But lemon is great, or all citrus oils, lemon, grapefruit, wild orange, there's tangerine.
Lime, clementine.
Yes, lime, clementine. One way I love to use them is for like a perfume replacement. Like putting wild orange and grapefruit and vanilla. Oh my gosh, I love vanilla with citrus oils, but adding those to a roller bottle and rolling those on and switching that from your toxic perfume to a non-toxic perfume will provide your body so many benefits just by using 2 bottles of oil that you can also use to clean with, and you can also diffuse with, but you can also use them on your body to switch out those toxic products.
If you've ever seen like lava rock bracelets, my husband is like the most supportive husband in the world, and he has like 3 of them on right now, and he like owns his own landscaping business. He's like out passing around oils like no one's business to his crew and like on his job sites because he refuses to get sick. So if any of his workers come with like a fever or like a sore throat, he like hucks lemon at them, and they're all just on the job site like putting it in the back of their throat to not get sick. But piggybacking off what you just said, Peyton, citrus oils, they're so versatile. So putting them on a lava rock bracelet, that's where I was going with Sam. He has some on his wrist, and he puts like wild orange, adaptive, and island mint, which is one of the freebies this month. And he loves the smell of it so much, and it helps his anxiety tenfold just by having that aroma with him all day long. Because when you own your own businesses, like it is very high stress, as we all know. But citrus oils are so good for air fresheners as well, or a linen mist, like for fresh sheets, or like if you're needing like a clothes, what do they call it? Like a laundry booth?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just get like a little spray bottle like this. You can see mine, all of my citrus oils on here. This is probably only like 50 milliliter spray bottle off Amazon again. It's just filtered water. Like you just fill it up with water. And I did equal parts of grapefruit, wild orange, lemon, and tangerine. And then I added eucalyptus, which is on here. And then you just shake it up and you spritz it on your carpet. You can spritz it on your kids' bedding if like your kid's bedroom stinks, your pillows, your sheets, or you can even like spray it in your car if your kids like, I don't know why my car always smells like little boy boogers, but like I'm just convinced it will never not smell like boogers. I don't know why. And it is so good. And Peyton, you mentioned that you have like a car air freshener, which I know all of us. Do you have a recipe for that?
Yeah, so I did I have like it's like a little glass thing that you like basically dip the wood on it, and the wood
Okay.
fills your car with
Okay.
the smell. And I do grapefruit, tangerine, peppermint, and vanilla all together. I love adding the peppermint in there to help with like if I have a headache or need an energy boost, the citrus oils and the peppermint will help with that as I'm throwing my child in his car seat and out of the car seat during the stressful days.
Mhm.
But and then just adding that little bit of vanilla in there, it's so good. I love it.
Another thing that you can do for a car refresh, like an air freshener in your car, is get some cotton balls and do straight peppermint on the cotton balls. Do like 5 drops and like stick it in your air vents. Like make sure that it's not like going into your air vent, obviously, but just like kind of sticking it in there. Or what I've also done is just putting it in like the little console under my radio where like my phone will sit and everything. And I'll leave it there overnight, like while my car's sitting in the garage or whatever. And I'll go take them back out in the morning. And my car smells so much better. But you can use any of these oils. Like eucalyptus is so good for your lungs and for breathing and congestion that when you diffuse eucalyptus and any of the citrus oils together, citrus oils are going to cleanse the air, and eucalyptus is going to open your lungs to help you breathe better. So those two together paired are really, really good for your health and for your immunity. But let's kind of go, I wanted us to go over like, what's the word that I'm looking for, Peyton? The price.
Oh, like the cost breakdown.
Cost breakdown. Thank you. Because I do really understand that sometimes it can be a little bit of a financial stretch and you're not quite sure what things cost. You're not sure what does it really entail to start using these products? So let's go over a cost breakdown of the things that we just talked about. So for instance, lemon, it's $13 wholesale. That will last you so long. especially if you're using it in a cleaner and in a diffuser. I would guess that if you were using lemon every single day, all day long, it would still last you a good couple months. Eucalyptus, $19. You can kind of look through here. You're welcome to screenshot this. Let's say that you got every single thing that we talked about today, plus a diffuser. It would cost you, let's see, when you purchase as a starter kit, obviously I didn't create this, Peyton did, so it's $205.50. And that includes a $35 membership, okay? But however, you do not have to start out with all of these. You can start out with 5, or you can start out with 2, or you can start out with all of these, and you have everything you need right here to start switching out your toxic products. One little tidbit or piece of advice I would suggest to you, especially if you're a beginner, is pick like 4 things you're wanting to replace right here at the beginning. For me, I really wanted to switch out my non-toxic or my toxic cleaners, and I really wanted to switch out my Glade plugins, and that's all I could afford at first. We were paycheck to paycheck, and I couldn't afford $205. Whereas like now at this point in my life, I'm able to see really the benefit of switching and how many health issues I very well could have right now because I use so many toxic products beforehand. And I would see the value in this $205 right now. But Peyton, you had such a great point when we were texting. Would you expound on what you were talking about over our text messages? I know that's so vague.
About the cost
Yeah.
breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, I've been slowly switching, and as I'm slowly making these switches, especially from having a baby, like he, knock on wood, but he has been such a healthy little boy. And I, instead of taking him to the doctor or paying for, I mean, I'll take him to the doctor, of course, when it's needed, but like he's been able to keep himself healthy. So we're not in the doctor all the time and needing medicine. And instead of spending my money there, I'm spending my money in other places to bring things into our home that will benefit us now and down the road. So I love having that perspective. Like, of course, yes, I will use medicine, Western medicine when it's needed, but I'm grateful to have these tools and things that I can invest in now to save us down the road.
Mm-hmm. So if you're picking, 2 to 5 or a handful of things that you're wanting to replace, maybe that is your Glade plugins. And that would include a diffuser and 2 or 3 of the essential oils. Maybe you're wanting to replace the toxic cleaner. Well, that would include the On Guard cleaner concentrate right here. Oh, it's only $14. I thought it was $18. Okay, so $14 plus 2 essential oils. Maybe you choose the On Guard and Tea Tree. So you're really only maybe your beginning cost would cost you $150 or $100 or $89 instead of $205. So just picking those couple things you're wanting to replace. Maybe it's the deodorant that's $5. Maybe it's a $5 toothpaste. Maybe it's a $16 face cleanser from doTERRA. You're not just locked down to these specific things. These are just no-brainers that are really easy for you to switch out right now since we've been talking about them. I love the DIY non-toxic cleaning spray breakdown to the left. This includes a cost breakdown of the On Guard cleaner concentrate, some wild orange, peppermint, and On Guard in a spray bottle. And so if you break this down, this quite honestly is the same price, if not less, than some of the cleaners that you would go and grab from Costco or Smith's or Walmart. And you're not putting the toxic things into your home, creating that like simmering soup in your home. So this is a really great thing to refer back to. Okay, I'm gonna call on a couple people.
Can I say something really quick?
Absolutely.
As far as like the cost breakdown, when we started switching to non-toxic things in our home, it was like, do we have the money to spend on like all these oils? And like you were saying, like, no, there wasn't $200, $300 extra dollars. But if you just do the concentrate and like say lemon oil and are adding it to water or whatever, and like Eden was saying, it literally replaces everything. That lasted me a year And so I didn't have to buy any cleaners, which would have cost like way more than the $20 I spent on the concentrate and the lemon oil alone. Like it was $20 to last us a year of cleaning the house. And that doesn't include obviously all the other non-toxic swaps, but that alone is like $20 versus like I would have probably spent 200 or more buying sprays and toilet cleaners and all of that.
That's such a good way to put it. And then if you take it like even one step further, just using the lemon essential oil on the bottoms of your kids' feet at night to prevent them from getting sick. Or if you use 1 drop of lemon in the back of your throat first thing in the morning to prevent you from getting sick, or if you would have added a diffuser onto that, just those 2 things, you could have replaced your Glade plugins. Like it really does start to trickle down and become like this, what's it called? Like is it the butterfly effect? Like the 1 drop, like the drop effect, whatever it is. And snowball. I love
Snowball effect.
snowball effect.
Probably
Anyways,
a lot.
Kenzie, I appreciate that because it's so versatile. Okay, but I do want to call on Kelsey and Whitley because if you follow them on Instagram, they're like the non-toxic queens. I learn so much from them every day. So Whitley, will you share one of your favorite non-toxic recipes that you've been loving, or a couple? Share as many as you want.
Oh my gosh. Why are you the sweetest human? Okay. I love this. And I'm kind of like Peyton. When I first started using oils, I used first On Guard and Breathe on my kids' feet. And I would throw drops of random stuff in the diffuser and I had no idea what I was doing. So when I first started learning, like actually knowing what I was doing, I started using spray bottles, like what you guys have already mentioned. But then as I was thinking about this a couple of years ago, before I even started buying my own essential oils, I made my own sink scrub. And it's probably my favorite thing ever that I use in my kitchen. So I don't know the exact recipe, but I could send it out to whoever invited you to this call. If you want this recipe, I'll send it to them. But I get a mason jar, like one of the really big ones. What are those? 32 ounces. And I mix baking soda with drops of On Guard and lemon. And I kind of mix around depending on the mood I'm in, but On Guard for sure, or tea tree for sure, because those are my 2 favorite like cleansing, purifying oils. And then I kind of stack it like as I go. So because the mason jar gets pretty deep. And then I just store it under my sink and it probably lasts me like 3 months, maybe. And I do it fairly regularly. I would say maybe every other night. And I just sprinkle it on my sink, scrub it like to make paste. And then I also use it in my stove. So you know those like black splatters you get on the bottom of your stove, your oven, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's the oven. I guess you could use it on the stove too, which I have. Anyway, the oven. And it comes right up. And it's like so amazing to me because I hate cleaning the oven. And I think it's like, it could probably take all day to clean an oven, you know? But when you just let those products sit on there for a minute and scrub them and use hot water, they come off like immediately. So that's my favorite cleaning. And then another thing, I'm with Peyton. I love peppermint in my spray bottles. So I use the On Guard like you guys have mentioned, but peppermint is like antiviral, antifungal. Is that right? Antifungal?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, antibacterial. That's what I was thinking of. But it smells so good and it actually works so good on glass and mirrors. So I have huge sliding glass door in my house and mirrors everywhere. So that's what I use. And seriously, it's the easiest thing to swap out. And it seems intimidating, but it's so not. So I love it.
How do you use peppermint for glass? I've never done that before.
So I still use lemon with it, but I just use water, lemon, and peppermint and just spray it on your windows and
Doesn't leave
mirrors.
streaks.
No, it's amazing.
I'm telling you guys, I learn so much from Whitley every time I talk to her, every single time. And I've been doing this for years. I'm like, freak, I had no idea. That's amazing.
You try it. It's so good.
Okay, so in a spray bottle, you do like, just fill it with water. And then how many drops do you do of the lemon and peppermint?
Probably about 15 of each.
Okay. That would smell so good too.
It smells so good.
Like peppermint.
Mom, why are you on this?
That
Why are you on this?
Whitley, was that your kid?
No,
Oh.
someone's kid, but that was funny. But another thing I use for lemon that you just made me think is I have my own spray bottle. It's one of those little ones. It's lemon and arbor vitae, and I use it for my wood table and my wood piano. And it is the best wood polisher. Get that pledge crap out of your house and do lemon and arbor vitae. And it is so good for wood and it smells amazing. Mix it with water, wipe it off with like one of those fuzzy microfiber cloths.
Uh-huh. Which
amazing.
Tessie sells. Go talk to Tessie about that. But I saw your reel on that. You made a reel a little while ago.
Mhm.
And I'm excited to try it. Arbor Vitae smells so amazing. It's like this wood oil, which has a lot of grounding, calming, and like balancing emotional effects. So for you to have that in your home, like diffusing, it's really good, but then on wood.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's so fun.
Cool. All right, Kelsey, do you mind if I call on you? Yeah, there you are.
Nope,
Okay.
not at all. I've been thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna be talking forever, but I gotta like shorten this. So this is my jam. So
Yes.
like 7 years ago, this is Tessie's gonna understand what I'm talking about because she does Norwex. I went to a Norwex party and they asked the question, what is the most toxic room in your home? And I thought, I actually answered incorrect. But if you think about it, like, yeah, it could be like where a candle's burning. Like it could be in your bathroom where you're using Clorox to like clean the shower. But actually the answer was the laundry room.
Oh.
And that was the first time I had ever heard that something could be toxic or bad to you. Like I thought if it was on the shelves at the store, it was safe, right? Like they're selling this at the store. Like I'm good, right? Like there's not going to be any health problems. So that was the first time that I had heard of that. And after that, it was kind of like a snowball effect. Like you said, I wanted to learn more and more and kind of see, what other toxic products there were. And so the one that I want to talk about is bleach, because the longest time I had the hardest time finding like an alternative for bleach. And sometimes you feel like I just need bleach. Like I have a white bedspread, I have white towels, and to actually like keep them white, you feel like you have to use bleach. But the more and more I use bleach, I'm like, it makes like my lungs hurt and it gives me a headache. Like I don't want to use this around my kids. And if you go in your laundry room after you've used bleach, like it reeks to high heavens. And I actually had a coworker that she was using Lysol, but she was in a closed room. There was no open windows and she damaged her lungs for life for breathing in those fumes. And that like traumatized me. So after that, I just made it a big importance for me to start slowly switching things out. So I actually made my own homemade bleach and I have been loving it. I was like, there's no way this is actually going to work because it's not like bleach, but I've been using it and my whites come out clean and they come out bright. And I was like, really? Like this is the real deal. So I have the recipe that I can send out to any of you who need them or whoever invited you to this. I'll share it with you, but I have been loving it. And I just made it again and it lasted me probably a month. I do my laundry like once or twice a week. So I use about like a half a cup, but I only made it in like a quart jar. I need to get bigger glass jars because mine are all running out because I keep making homemade stuff, but I need to get a bigger one. So that is the one thing I thought of. And then laundry detergent. A lot of people are like, it's so expensive to buy like a non-toxic laundry detergent. And the one things you can use is baking soda, vinegar, and then I mixed On Guard concentrate with that and lemon, and they are so good for your clothes. And all of those items are fairly inexpensive. So those are the things that I think of. Oh, and lemon actually gets grease out of clothing.
I saw
I
your
tried it.
story on that. I
Yes,
love
it
it.
gets it out.
Yeah.
And I never knew that. And I didn't really believe it. But it acts like you just dab it on the grease spot and wash it and it comes right out.
Yeah. Lemon and a lot of citrus oils are natural degreasers. So that's why it's so good to put it in your surface cleaner, like add it to your surface cleaner, because it can help get rid of like bacon grease. And then with Whitley in the oven cleaner, That's a great thing to put in your oven cleaner, like she said, because it's going to help degrease wherever you're putting it in your oven. But lemon's so good. Have you tried the wool balls, Kelsey?
Yes, I love them. And I made a wool ball spray. That smells so good. The Serenity.
Okay, you have to
That's so
put
good.
those recipes in our comments and everyone can like screenshot it to keep it for later. But the wool balls, doTERRA sells them, or you can grab them off of Amazon, and then you can just add like 1 or 2 drops of essential oil to the wool balls if you're wanting your clothes to smell delicious. My favorite, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, everyone, is do 1 drop of basil and 3 drops of peppermint. You wouldn't think that you want your clothes to smell like basil, but it is so refreshing. Also, tea tree is such a refreshing smell, and it helps get rid of the bacteria on your clothes because it's antimicrobial. So if you do like 4 or 5 drops of tea tree on your wool balls and chuck them in the dryer with your clothes, it keeps the static down from the wool, but it also helps get rid of the extra germs and things that can be on your clothes, and you don't have to use toxic dryer sheets. If you haven't done research about toxic dryer sheets, go and read some articles and you will die at what dryer sheets are doing. Tessie just said Norwex has amazing wool balls. Okay, so contact Tessie if you want some wool balls too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly let everyone know about the goodies that you get for free this month if you don't know about them already. So doTERRA always gives free stuff away. Like every single month they have free oils for their wholesale customers and for newbies if you're not already a wholesale customer. And this month is absolutely incredible. So here in May, when you spend 200 PV, which is about $200, give or take, you get a free Sunny Citrus, Island Mint, and Citrus Bliss. Sunny Citrus and Island Mint are not available for purchase. They are only available here during promotional times like this. Sunny Citrus is going to be like a really uplifting, motivating, and concentrating blend. It obviously has a lot of citrus oils in it. So it's going to have those degreasing benefits. You can add them to your cleaner. You can make a non-toxic spray bottle like this for your car or your home. Island Mint, this is the summertime blend. So it's going to have mint oils along with some other oils in it. It's really great for breathing. So if you do Sunny Citrus and Island Mint in your diffuser together, it's a great Glade plug-in or air freshener replacement while still boosting your immunity, cleansing the air, and helping your lungs function too. And Citrus Bliss, this one is always available, but it's the invigorating blend. This literally smells like an orange creamsicle. It is so good. Okay, Whitley just put her recipe in the chat, so you guys can go and screenshot the chat really quickly. So if you're already an existing customer, go and snag 200 PV on your current LRP. This is a great time. Also, maybe your mom or your sister or your cousin or your best friend want to snag a couple oils. Throw those oils into your LRP so that you get to spend less while still getting all of these freebies in your home for free. Also, some other good things that are on sale is Magnolia. Go watch my stories. I just posted them. I talked about the emotional benefits of Magnolia. I am a tried and true testament that Magnolia actually helps your self-confidence and self-love and feminine emotions. Essential oils have a lot of spiritual and emotional benefits, and I shared some resources that you can use and you can buy to understand the spiritual benefits. And then Aroma Touch is free for existing customers only until the 15th. And I would go over Aroma Touch, but there's just so much to say. And if you are new, you're not existing, you're a complete newbie, you can do what's called customize your own starter kit and still get the free Island Mint, Sunny Citrus, and Citrus Bliss. This is only until June. Normally what you have to do is you have to pay a $35 membership fee a year, not a month, a year. And then you have access to all of doTERRA's oils for 25% off. Or you can grab what's called an enrollment kit, which are bunched together essential oils at a discounted price. And that's a great option. But here until June, you can customize your own starter kit to get the $35 membership fee waived. that's really why we wanted to do a cost breakdown for you guys back here with this cost breakdown, is grabbing and adding some of these essential oils that you love and you want to try, and having that $35 membership fee waived by customizing your own kit. So you can choose whatever oils, diffusers, or products that doTERRA has and just customize your own. Really, like, these essential oils are at your fingertips, and they're really trying to make it affordable and realistic for you to get them in your home for whatever reason, and especially here during like spring cleaning and getting rid of toxic things. So whoever invited you and gave you the code for today's class, make sure that you reach out to them, because customizing your own kit is a great place to start, but they can help you with anything else. Maybe you have questions about the citrus oils or the free Island Mint and Citrus Bliss. Maybe you have questions about the Magnolia. Maybe you have questions about the recipes. They can help you with that and help you get your own wholesale membership. The most amazing thing about having your own doTERRA wholesale membership, especially within the Outback community, is we help you understand how to use your oils. So whether you grab just a couple to start cleaning with, or you make your own starter kit, we help you understand every single one, so not one essential oil goes to waste, and that you can really understand how to use them. You also get access to free guides that everyone else has to pay for. We create our own roller bottle guides, our own diffuser recipes that are at your fingertips. We have these education hours that are completely free for you to be a part of the Outback community. Everyone else has to pay for those things except for the people who are within the Outback community, and that encompasses everyone on this call today. So reach out to them, whoever invited you. Peyton, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I feel like we've covered a lot, and I just want, if you are new and you're starting out, I don't want it to feel overwhelming. It can be a slow process. You don't have to switch everything at once. Start with one thing, and then it will snowball, butterfly effect, whatever we wanted to call it.
Yeah.
But it will get easier, and you will learn more, and you will want to make changes. And yeah, we're always here to help you, because we obviously love to talk about it and could talk about it forever, and we want to share that with you.
Yeah. It's so
Hey,
good.
Sid, can I say one thing really quick?
Yes, of course.
I don't know if a lot of people notice this, but if there's anyone that has signed up in April, doTERRA is doing a continued LRP boost. So every order that's placed in the month of May, if it's over 100 PV, instead of getting 10% back, you earn 20% back.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys know that. If you need more information, ask the person who invited you. I'll send you the details about it. But this is huge. Instead of getting 10% back, you get double the points, which is amazing. So
and if you're
keep that in
not
mind.
part of the loyalty rewards program or the LRP, like, you're missing out on so much. So contact the person who enrolled you, and they'll help you get set up on LRP. But that's what Whitley's talking about, is you can earn 20% instead of just 10% back on your LRP, which is awesome. doTERRA is so nice to us. We don't deserve them. Okay, well, we love you guys. Thanks for jumping on. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have questions, ask them, or we'll just go ahead and end the meeting and stop the recording. Love you all. Have a good day.